call me old man Wade.
Damn you, old man!
Wait.
Old ass man.
Shut up, old man. You smell like fart.
No, man!
Old man.
He's so old, he got a podcast on cassette.
Fuck, you're old.
Damn it, Wade.
And welcome to the Old Man Wade Show. I am your host, the God of Stubborn, Old Man Wade. This is take 2. Had to go back in there and I didn't feel like editing, so I just started it over. And to my left, we got the Coco host, big lips with the alien eyes.
Oh, Ayo, Ola.
Thank you. I was waiting for the Ola. You didn't do it the first time.
I know, I really did.
I was gonna say, okay, so is that something that's usual?
Yo, that's
Not the pew pew, but
Okay.
the other stuff. Yeah, like she does that. Okay. And
She did that for me.
She did that for you.
Yeah.
You Star Warsing out here. You just you still.
Jesus Christ.
And
Jesus.
this unfamiliar voice you may hear, we call her Denisha because that's her name.
No, we call D.
We
Short
got
for
D,
Denisha,
we got
D.
Soupy.
That's right.
Okay, hold on. Hit the brakes. Explain Soupy.
So it originated in high school.
As most good nicknames tend to.
Yeah, it's originated in high school. It's mostly original. It was Spanish. It's sopa for like crazy soup, right? So that's what it was. I'm like,
She's crazy.
just a little bit, but I'm very lovable. So I'm not like crazy, but
I don't know.
Just don't mess with me or mine, and that's it.
So me and my
So
mother.
crazy.
So me and my mother have this theory. I think my mother created this theory that any woman with big eyes is crazy. But it's like, so it's cool when they're self-aware. You're like, oh, you're crazy. Cool. It's the people with the big eyes who don't know.
Good.
It can be.
Yeah.
Crazy can be. Like I'm tapped. I know I'm tapped, but I keep my.
Did you see how she looked at me like, shut up? She gave me the face like, you don't say nothing? Okay, I'm gonna be quiet.
Oh,
You
yeah.
have big eyes too.
Oh, I've been calling her crazy since day one.
I am not crazy.
Bullshit.
I'll take it.
Alright,
own it.
we just gonna move on. Yeah, like I'm crazy. I know. I'm well aware of who I am.
Glass down.
Do you want a glass of wine?
No.
You just want to sip her wine?
Yes.
Oh God. You know what? That actually brings a topic of couples.
Okay.
not that you guys are a couple.
right.
Yes,
The shit
yes.
you can do when when you're with someone and did you just get engaged?
You can say that. Yeah.
You got a date set or anything like that, or?
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. We did have a date set, but it kind of passed. But we've been together for a very long time, so we're basically married.
See, I like hearing that because it's funny because me and I said this on the show before, but I didn't want to get married. I don't really. It's marriage is whatever. You know what I mean. It's just a piece of paper.
Yep.
But as time went on, one day we were sitting at Chili's and my wife's looking at me. I'm like, oh, what you looking at? She goes, oh, I'm looking at rings, and I'm like, fuck.
Here we go.
No, but again, it was the best. Got married, best day of my life. But
Yeah.
the wedding plan, we were talking shit, but the wedding planning itself wasn't bad. Only because we were on the same page. There was a bunch of stuff I didn't care about. What about this? I don't care. What about this? I don't care.
Yep. So he's the same way, and it's more or less like we've been together for so long. Anything financial that goes into a wedding, that's taken away from our house or anything else that we need to do. You know what I mean? So what we're going to do is get married and have a really dope reception. But because I'm me, I'm still gonna plan a little bit like a wedding. So
Ain't nothing wrong. I also think people.
She needs that to happen.
Well, I
Talk
think-
about a dope reception. She would not settle for just a dope reception.
it really has to be like a dope.
It has the reception has to feel like the wedding.
Yeah.
Well,
For her to feel okay.
It's funny because I don't remember a lot of the reception, but I remember the wedding more. But there are highlights to my reception. And honestly, I think that's probably the best part of the wedding, other than the most fun part of the wedding, I should say. Because the best part is the best part. I remember my wife walking around the corner, and my buddy was Lavelle. Then he was making fun of me all day. He was like, "Yo, you good?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine," because he just got married 2 months prior to me. And all day he's like, "Yo, you good?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine, man. I'm fine." One day he like, "Yo, stop asking me. I'm good." She walked around the corner, and I froze, and I was just in awe of her. And he leans over and Mr. Mary, "Are you good now?"
Yeah.
I leaned back and was like, "Fuck you," but he did it for a reason because he knew what it was like. So him doing that kind of loosened me up when he came down. But like that was the best part. But the most fun I think is when you get to the reception, everyone's just happy. Like all that positive energy and people running around, drinking and do what you know what I mean, mingling. It's like the best part of it. So I can understand when you're like, yo, for you want it's gonna be a party, y'all.
Yeah, see, for me, it's like I can do the party. You know, I'm not really too concerned with the whole walking down the aisle. Like that's beautiful. But see, for him, even though he's like, you do everything, I know you got it when it comes to planning. He's for sure about my planning. But he was never the one that anybody would think would get married. You know what I'm saying? So out of his family, out of friends and everybody. So it's more or less like people just seeing that. So that's why the reception, we're party people.
Yeah.
So that whole wedding, sitting down and all that extra shit, that's that's corny. We're party people. So we just about to party it up.
Yeah, I'll show you you've seen the wedding pictures. I'll show you the wedding pictures
Really
later.
nice.
Like we fucking just be partying.
But you said something about starting about the conversation because of this glass when she started drinking.
Oh, because it's one of those random things where like you just kind of accept things that are gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
When you're in a relationship, you're just like, yo, this is just what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Like the stereotype that women steal hoodies. It's true.
It
like you know what I mean. Like I took a hoodie down a couple weeks ago.
I take sweatpants too.
Yep, all day.
We know what you do. We know why you be taking sweatpants. She was looking for that jagalang.
Jagalang, dagalang. I love a man in sweatpants. Lord.
But no, it's just funny. Like so, like and you did something that couples do, and like even something you do with your best friend. Like me and my best friend have a rule. This you can swear everyone here if you want, but like if he's drinking something, I'll go reach for it. I'm like, when's the last time you ate pussy?
Right.
So like it has
Are you for real?
Yeah, and it's like we have a time limit, and we're like, all right, cool. So I can drink after you if it's within that time.
We have a time limit.
No, and I know, and like his wife is clean, that's fine. So is mine. But it's just the thought, like you know what I mean. It's thought of it what it is. But it's just funny that y'all are just that cool. Where you're just like,
yeah,
whatever. It is.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It is. We've been friends since kindergarten.
Damn, really?
Yeah,
Since
elementary.
kindergarten. Y'all heard that choke?
I almost did.
We've been
You know,
friends since kindergarten. So it's like, you know, I think it's one of them situations where if there was anything that was abnormal, it would be like, no, she would already know, vice versa. So, whatever.
no, it's funny because like nowadays you don't see people who actually keep these relationships long.
Exactly.
Like friendships, I say, just friendships and any relationship, they don't keep them that long.
Yep.
It's like, oh, they pissed me off, I'm done with them. Like, nah, that's
corny.
People would rather end
funny.
a friendship than to apologize.
Yeah.
And that's so sad.
Mm-hmm.
It's so sad.
and not even just friendship, just like any relationship.
Any relationship.
Like the stubbornness, and I'm the god of stubborn. But just like the idea of it's like, is it really worth it? I apologize for shit that I'm not even sorry for. Because it ain't fucking worth it.
It's not.
Yo, my wife
is
said the same shit to me. My best friend said like, yo, I do this shit just to keep the peace because it's not fucking worth it.
Yeah, it's not worth it. Absolutely.
Nah. So how did you? So you've been with your man for.
Did you really, Mark? Did you really?
Did I really? Yes, I did.
Did you really, old Wade?
Yeah, I did. It's funny. People actually like randomly people like who know me are like, oh yeah, what up, old man Wade? I'm like,
that's awesome.
How the fuck do you know?
That's awesome.
I gotta start getting some of this merch out too. Ordering more. Actually, we'll be ordering more shirts.
I gotta take a picture of my shirt.
Yeah, what you haven't done
I've been
yet.
slacking.
What you should do is you take one of your thirst trap pictures.
Yeah, I can do that.
Take a thirst trap picture.
Yeah, I can do that.
Oh, you know, even better. Make sure you keep the brim down so I can actually like share it. Like you know what I mean. Make sure you hide the two.
Got it.
You get it.
Got it.
So something I want to talk about. Do you guys know what a cuckold is?
A cuckold.
I only know I have
the
an
porn
idea.
definition.
Yes, I have an idea of the porn definition.
What's the porn?
But I don't want to say it because I'm not sure.
Give it a shot. What's that happen?
It
Just say
does it have something to do with a whole lot of cum or something?
No, you're thinking of bukkake.
Okay, so then I don't know what it means.
A man who do you know what it is?
No.
A man who willingly
She nasty, so she ready to know.
Listen, I'm like, hold on, I might know what it is once I hear the definition and you've never heard the word before, so hit me.
So it fits into what I want to get into.
No.
Cuckold, a man who willingly encourages his wife to sleep with other people because it brings him pleasure. Cuckolds exist on a spectrum between two extremes. On one end, it's the misogynistic cuckold who enjoys humiliation, degradation, and other demeaning activities at the hands of his wife or a lover. The alpha cuckold lies at the opposite end of the spectrum and does not enjoy any form of humiliation, and it often has a direct say in who his wife sleeps with and when.
Okay.
I have seen that.
I'm sure you have. It's weird. I've seen it before too. It's weird when you get the dude who's like all close in and watching his wife get blown, and then like
that close.
Yeah,
and they're like, and then she'll be like, lick it, and he'll do it, and it's like, what?
Where have you seen this at?
Porn.
Oh, okay. So I've never.
Xvideos, Pornhub.
I've never seen that before.
Google it. It's a
it's a thing.
Okay.
yeah, it's a thing.
Now I'm familiar with people who voluntarily want to see, like, cause is the girl wanting to do it, or is
it's more of a guy who wants to watch his wife get fucked.
Okay.
Or like, cause he wants to be humiliated, or he just gets off on watching some dude plow his wife.
Okay.
To each their own. But so that's not even what I'm talking about. What I mean by cucks is you get these dudes who are like really overly Dr. Phil with the way they do things. Mm-hmm. It's like, who's that dude who's in the car who's always like, yo, if your man don't make $100 an hour, you should leave him.
Isn't it like Jake or Jaden?
Don't even say his name on it. Fuck that. It's like Beetlejuice. You say his name 3 times, he might pop up. He might pop up on my screen.
That though. Yes, I know who you're talking about.
Like, I consider that cuckold behavior. It's like, dog, I get it. Like, some men are trash. I'm well aware of it.
Uh-huh.
I see what's going on out there. I seen the shit that's been happening. Yo, they just got Neil deGrasse Tyson.
They just got what?
Neil deGrasse Tyson's up for alleged charges of misconduct.
Wow.
Yep. So yes, men are trash. But don't give me this bullshit where every post is like, yo, men out here, they ain't shit. Like, dog, every post doesn't have to be about some shit like.
And every post he posts is him trashing men. Every single post.
Like, dude, just get a sex change. It's cool. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, look, I get it, man. Like, and don't get me wrong, I'm all for women's rights. Like, you know what I mean? If I wasn't, my wife would fuck me up. But that's neither here nor there. But it's like that cuckold behavior where it's like Dr. Phil has a job to do.
Right.
I get it. He's getting paid millions of dollars to do what he does.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I dig it. You're just some dude on Facebook.
Yep.
Just retweeting everything someone else said or whatever it is, sharing shit that people...
And that's just what it is, though. He just wants to be...
He wants that attention. He's getting a lot of pussy for the video, so you leave him alone.
Dude ain't even getting pussy. He's in a relationship.
What that mean?
He's getting pussy.
Well, did you really say that like that, Miss?
Yo, he looks like the type of dude... You ever see a person, man or woman, you're like, you have sex?
Yeah.
But he's hot. What do you mean? I can tell he has sex.
Oh, we're not talking about him. I'm talking about somebody I know.
Oh, okay.
Just because he looked good don't mean he has sex.
He's having sex.
When I was in... Oh, no, I was getting laid down. But, like, I know people who are just, like, in physical prime. Don't mean they fucking... But considering his topic and shit like that, he absolutely gets his.
Oh, yeah. Talks all that shit and then ends up being a no shit nigga. I know he's cheating on his wife. Girlfriend, whoever the fuck she is.
Yeah, and so... Yeah, basically, so, like, I'm looking at it as, like, a submissive... No, whatever, doesn't matter. We got the definition out. So, yeah, so, like... How do you guys feel about that when you guys... Is that attractive to y'all?
No.
To have my man want to watch me have sex with someone else?
Not the literal definition of cuckold.
Yeah, not the literal definition. He's talking about men like, oh boy, that are just so like, no, it's not attractive because at the end of the day, everybody's different. So,
I'm just looking at the Coco host over here. Look, she got something to say. Like, she probably love that shit. That shit get moist to you?
No, it doesn't. Hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah, so Toy, you kind of looking like you kind of like cucks over there.
I don't.
You like a good cuck?
No. That is not cute.
These are good.
Not cute at all. Greedy.
Oh, real good. Safety nose.
Yo, you get those at the Dollar Tree? Not Dollar Tree, Five Below. Get them for like $1.
I like those.
So
that's what everybody's getting for Christmas, talking about Five Below.
It works for me.
Listen.
So yeah, but you're not with the cuck behavior?
No, not at all.
Why isn't that attractive?
It's just not.
What about it though? Like, there's obviously certain things that are attractive to you. So why isn't that attractive to you?
It's just not. I'm too bold and aggressive to be attracted to that.
So it looks weak to you?
Yes.
So, how would you respond to the dude you're dating? Everything is just like, women are the salt of the earth, the rising sun and the moon, and men are the mud we walk on. And
it's like, shut up, you're so corny. It's just, you're corny to me. I feel like you're doing too much, you're saying too much, you're repeating yourself. It's just ugly. You seem weak. You seem like you want to do anything to just sound a certain way. Like, shut up.
And there the definition comes full circle.
Yeah. Yeah.
How would you? Here's the question: how would you react if your man was like, "Yo, I want to sit and watch some dude fuck you"?
I would say, okay, so this relationship is over. What the fuck do you mean? Like, what do you mean? You want to watch another guy plow me? Like, that's what you want to do with your life?
So it's just gonna be you and your nigga?
No.
For the rest of your life?
I don't want another. I mean, maybe a female, but it damn sure ain't gonna be another male.
What if that is something that he wants? That's gonna.
Then he's gonna have to get over it, or we're gonna separate. Dead ass.
So
that is not.
How would you feel?
We would definitely have to have a big conversation about that.
Because what if I like him more than my man?
Because
it's just physical though.
You know what? So like at this point, because like I said, me and my man have been together for a long time. So if he ain't said nothing to me about it by now, if he ever says something to me about it at this point, we're gonna have to have a long, in-depth conversation.
Like what else?
Like first of all, what's your what's the problem? But at this point, why are you interested in seeing another man do it to me? You know what I'm saying? So that's just different. So that would be the topic of our conversation. You know what I'm saying? At this point of our relationship. But I think that if any man is wanting to see another man do anything to his wife, or his significant other, his girl, it doesn't matter who the person is. I feel like that man got something going on.
He feels inadequate.
Mm-hmm.
He must have a small ass penis. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, because these.
I couldn't hold that out. I'm sorry, Mark, but like,
why
would you want to watch another man do that to your woman, your property, like your? And yes, women aren't property. Okay, I get it, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? Nah,
property sounds good.
Nah.
So
I'm his property now.
Right. Right. Property sounds good.
So how would you feel if he was like, "Yo, I want to watch some girl"? Do you?
I would have to say, I wouldn't be against it, but it would be one of those situations where we're like, okay, well, I have to pick the female, because if you pick the female, then I'm gonna feel like you already had this shit prepared.
Ladies and gentlemen, my wife. Give a round of applause for my wife.
Stupid.
What's up?
I'm just. It's radio appropriate. I don't care. I'm gonna eat an edible.
So moving on to the next topic. Actually, no, I didn't even finish that one.
Yeah, exactly.
So how would you feel about that? You said you'd have to pick up. You'd have to pick the. Girl.
I would have to pick the female because honestly, like I said, if you had somebody in mind already, my eyebrow would be on the rock type of raise, like. So you already had this plan.
I'm actually thought that mask didn't.
Like, you already had this plan. I would be highly upset.
I have a question.
I'm listening.
It might not even be directed to you, but it could be. But with that, right? Mm-hmm. You see how we're like jumping all over him. If it's like, what's wrong with you? If
I was gonna bring that up.
Man,
I was gonna bring it up.
It's like, so is there necessarily something wrong with me for why you want to look at another female? Or, like, what is it now that you want to look at another female do this to me?
See, I don't look at it that way only because I think females in our bodies are gorgeous and glorious. And so I don't feel like if a man says, I want another woman in the room, I don't necessarily get fully offended because I know I'm fucking dope, number one.
I think it also comes with the fact that, like,
it's how you present it too.
Men are also aggressive, so it's a little different when you have like she said, a dude plowing you, like, you know what I mean, like really getting it in, as opposed to like two women who are doing it essential.
But what if he's not plowing you?
He's still entering inside of her.
Right, he's pleasing you. Now, as we're having this conversation, I'm remembering a conversation that I've had before, right? And not with my significant other.
Okay, I was saying this.
No. But not with my significant other because, you know, to each his own and everybody's, you know, different. But my boy was telling me it's like, because him and his girl has had this situation and this problem.
Okay.
And he likes to see her being pleased. So it's not something where it's a everyday type situation. But when he wants to feel nasty, yeah, you know, they've done it with females or whatever. But obviously this is their relationship where they welcome a third party into the situation.
Okay.
But he likes to see his wife getting pleased. Now, is he gonna let some dude sit there and plow his wife? Hell no. Is he gonna sit there and let some dude bend his wife over and flip her around? No. But he likes to see, it's something with him that he likes to see her being pleased. Now, obviously, he's entering in that situation. Okay. He's not just gonna sit back and be like, okay, y'all fuck and I ain't gonna touch you and, you know, we going to sleep at night and we gotta wake. No. It's a situation, but that's how it gets popping first. Like, he likes to see her getting pleased. He likes to see her getting eat out. He likes to see her come. He likes to see her, if she decides to give head, it might depend on how,
you know. Do they say that again but say it slower?
You know what? Say it again. But so, you know, it's like that.
Oh,
but it's like, yeah.
God.
So it's just like looking at porn. It's just like looking at porn, but, you know, obviously, no, I would say when you, obviously your wife is there or your husband is there, but you're watching something that's exciting you.
I get it and don't all at once, because on one end I'm like, these are people I don't know, you know what I mean? As opposed to like I'm watching this happen like live, you know what I mean? Like, I've had significant others where they're like, we've gone places and it's like they'll, like a stripper will kiss them and all sorts of stuff, and I'm cool with it. But if we was at a male strip club and some dude kissed her, I'd clothesline a nigga.
Okay.
Like,
that's you.
Yeah, but that's
you.
That's just
and
me.
that might be obviously in the same situation. The dude that I'm talking about, he's not gonna let no dude just kiss his wife out, and no, it has to be that type of situation. And in that situation, he's probably not gonna let the dude kiss him while they're fucking. You know what I'm saying? Kiss her while they're fucking. If that's not, you know, it's not about a relationship with that. It's about her being pleased.
Now, here's a funny one for you. Someone I know.
Yeah, girl, think about that for a minute.
Who will remain nameless. They were like, they wanted to have a threesome for like their anniversary or their birthday. I can't remember what it was. And so they went down Tinder and, like, you know, found someone who was down with it or whatever. They did the thing, and then it was like they were sitting there and they were fine. The girl was like, "Oh, so what now?" And they're like, "Now you leave." You know
Pretty
what I mean?
much.
Right.
So there's so then there's the other thing that goes into that, like how I've never had a one night stand, so all of these rules are alien to me. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
like, how do you end that? How do you say, like, do you just say, okay, I got to get up in the morning? Like, what line do you drop? Like,
I think it depends on the person, because you can have a real raunchy ending, like, oh boy, now y'all get out.
Yeah.
Like, I'm still befuddled how Pretty Woman wasn't 30 minutes long.
Right. So, I mean, I feel like take a shot on your way out. Like, bye.
I said this. I posted this on Facebook a year ago. I was like, the only difference between Pretty Woman and Annie is one was a prostitute and the other one was on her way to be a prostitute.
Pretty much.
One was in the beginning.
So, here's a good one for you on the topic of sex. Joe Budden said he would be.
I'm ready for this.
Oh man, I kind of assumed you were. Joe Budden says he'd be okay never having sex again. Do I need to pause? Do I need to pause real quick while you do your thing?
Nope. Why she drinks out my glass again?
I'm not gonna. If I never had sex again, I'd be okay. Budden told Charlamagne the God, I'm trying to ride the taller things as long as I can. What? I hate when co-host Angela Lee replied, "Don't you care about she feelings? She feelings?
Don't you care about her feelings?"
She said she, whatever. Don't you care about her feelings? To which Budden replied, I hate when women do that. Of course I care about how she feels. Women always want to bring up their feelings.
I actually heard this.
Yeah,
it was on the radio.
Yeah. So how do you guys? Could you guys go? It could be in a relationship.
Can
and never
we?
have sex again?
Wait. Pause. Can we look up the age of Joe Budden and the age of Sin Santana?
Sin.
Because I feel like there's a 10 to 15 year difference.
There is. Joe Budden.
He's in his 40s, right?
No.
He's not in his 30s, is he?
Yes.
Wow.
Joe Budden is 38.
He comes off like he's 50.
Well, they make fun of him about that shit all the time.
Because he comes off like a real old man. Like a real old man.
But being an old man don't got shit to do with having sex.
She is, wow. He's got 13 years on her. She's 25.
Okay. Wow.
Well, it's funny because I was listening to, they were saying it, like, I guess they've known each other for a while. Mm-hmm. So I didn't know this was, like, something that, like, you know, like, she used to call him corny all the time. He'd call him corny. So I guess this is the thing. So, it's, I also, 25-year-old me, and I'm thinking, I don't know how you guys can remember 25-year-old y'all when it was like, drink what you want, wake up in a hangover, still go to work, fuck a couple times a night, maybe once in the morning. I'm 36. I don't even like jacking off more than once a week. So, but I don't, how do you guys feel? I have my own opinions on that now, which you guys have done. So, how do you feel about it?
I feel like Joe Budden needs to get his whole entire life. One, Sin is hot. Two, she
is bad.
She's banging. You shouldn't have got with someone that many years younger than you if you weren't going to be able to keep up full time all the time. Because let the roles be reversed, he would be digging in that ass, okay?
I think he said that. I think he actually has said that too, which is funny.
Exactly. And number 3, stop using the baby as an excuse. If you got a sitter, what was the problem? Y'all got a hotel? Y'all got a hotel room and she did the work. All you had to do was whip him out. She would have sucked him off and they would have been fine. And he couldn't do that. So I'm with Sin. He's an ass and he needs to get his whole entire life.
So, okay. Now.
I'm waiting.
She is hot. Right?
Yes.
She is hot. Let me make sure let me make sure I hit all my points.
I know nothing about her personality.
And when I say she's hot, I'm not even gonna say she's hot because me personally, I don't really care about all the big ass and big titties and all that. She's pretty. Let me just say that. I'm not gonna say she's hot.
You know, let me put it like this.
Yeah, she's pretty.
But just to say, like, I like big asses. I like big titties.
Right.
My thing about it is, it's like you gotta be proportionate. Like, I don't like looking at women who look like literal hourglasses.
But that doesn't make her look beautiful just because she has. What I'm saying is that doesn't make her look beautiful just because she has a big ass and big titties. Because I know females who have nothing in their bed. But my point is that there's obviously something else that's the problem. Because if it was just about her being pretty, he wouldn't have a problem having sex with her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it has to be something else. Now, my theory that I'm looking at is that in our reality, no matter how long he's been chasing after her, he really wasn't trying to settle down with that. So at the end of the day, now that, he started... Because sex goes along in a relationship. And and I feel like, until you put a ring on it or you have a baby, sex is free fall all the time. And as soon as a label or something comes about, then all of a sudden there's a reason to not have sex. And that shit's corny. That shit's corny. Like, why all of a sudden it's because we have a baby, we can't have sex? Why because we're married, we can't have sex? Why because you work fucking 50 hours a week, we can't have sex? Like, at the end of the day, I know you get horny, and if you don't, you need to think about me being horny, because if you're not thinking about it, somebody else is.
Now, see, that's what I was going to say.
Now, for his comment, for him to say he can go for the rest of his life without having sex, there's something else that has his focus, and I'm not going to say somebody, but there's something else for why he's content with saying he don't want to fuck that for the rest of his life.
Well, I feel like he's trying to focus on his career.
I don't think it's that.
That ain't got nothing to do with that.
Let me say it like this.
Because if that shit, are they married?
No.
Are they engaged?
No, they'll both be. I'm pretty sure that's how this fucking season's gonna end. And for the record, I'm a Joe Budden fan. Mm-hmm. Like, I love the podcast. I'm just starting to get into his music. I'm not watching. There's not a celebrity in the world that can make me watch Love and Hip Hop.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's neither here nor there. But I'm looking, just the way I look at it, just from like hearing like his music and the way he's talked about it, I think the issue is, there's two things I want to say. One, I think the issue is he's probably had so much sex earlier that he's just kind of like he's sexed out. So for him, it's just a physical thing.
But okay,
let me finish.
Go ahead.
So for him, it's just a physical thing. Sex isn't always a physical thing, especially when you're committed to somebody. It's more than just physical. Like it's like that's gonna sound corny, but whatever. Like connecting your soul with someone else.
That's not
like
corny. That's absolutely beautiful.
So it's just that
saying it.
huh?
You felt weak saying it. It's okay. Go ahead, Mark.
Negro, please. So listening to his music, there was a song where he talked about like he was somewhere in California. He talked about he couldn't get it up. You know what I mean? So there could be some insecurities things that go into it, where he's had like as a 25-year-old woman, a 25-year-old attractive woman, and he's a 38-year-old dude.
He should have thought about that.
But
she don't got time to hear them excuses.
Exactly.
I agree. Now let me finish. I agree with that. But when you're in love, you do things. Now here comes the second part of this. Could I go the rest of my life without having sex? Yes. Do I want to? Fuck no. I think his problem is he's too emotional. I think a lot of times maybe he's just emotional. He's getting his fulfillment from her emotionally. Now the problem with that is she wants to be pleased emotionally. She also wants to be pleased physically. So even if he doesn't want to, dog, pop a half of Viagra.
Yep.
Sit there.
Yep.
It's not a long act.
It's called a sacrifice.
So let me ask a question, right? How happy could he be if he know he's not fully making his girl happy?
If he's a selfish individual, he's perfectly fine.
We also have to point out that this is Love and Hip Hop, so all this could be bullshit.
Right. So that's why I don't watch it, because of that exact reason. I can't entertain it. But
I honestly don't think it's bullshit. Joe looks like the type who would be like, yeah, I'm tired, I'm going to bed. Oh yeah, give me the baby and I'm going to bed.
So let me ask a question, and maybe you don't have kids, right?
Fuck no.
Okay. So with that, why do you guys say it like that, homie?
I don't like kids.
You can't be mad.
Like period.
Some people like Trump. We don't.
I don't like kids either, but I love mine. But I legit
and
I
love to hear you love your.
All right, whatever. That's not what the
kid.
podcast is about. But listen.
No, we talk about shit like that too.
So listen. Is it possible for a man to not be attracted or to not be able to be horny?
Like when it comes to their wife?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just in general?
Well, I think
women have the misconception that men are always horny and can always get hard. And that's what the question is. Is that
that's
incorrect?
Because that's how y'all present it.
Because y'all make it sound like y'all are always ready.
Time, hit the break.
Y'all do act like that.
Don't say y'all. Say some dudes.
Men. Most men.
No, I'm not even going to say most men. Hold on. So I can understand it at some point. There's also this comedian who was talking about how he flat out does not like having sex. So he made a deal with his wife. He goes, you circle a day where you want it and I'll give it to you. And for him and for them that works. So if this is real, which it probably isn't, there has to be a compromise between the two people.
And that's my problem with watching the show. It looks like Joe is not trying to compromise.
Let me just point out that I'm pissed off that I'm actually talking about Love and Hip Hop. They won.
They won. They got you.
Won.
They got you.
They won with this shit.
They got you.
Fuck, man?
Don't sit back all angry. It's happening. We already done did it. We knee deep in this shit.
I see what you did there. Oh man. So I'm guessing. So you guys couldn't go without like having sex.
No, I could not.
All right.
I mean, there's been periods. Obviously, if that's what you have to do, then that's what you have to do.
Yeah, I go months without it. But
yeah, but like to be like, am I gonna go without it and be in a relationship?
No. And am I gonna go with?
What's the longest you guys can go without it while in a relationship? What are you expecting? Or not what you're expecting, not what you two individuals are expecting, but what do you think a healthy sex life would be?
How many times a week you're asking?
A month, a week, a year. Like taking into consideration like adults, like you know what I mean?
Okay, so ideally in an ideal world, I would want it 3 to 4 times a week, at least.
How old are you?
I am 33.
Yes, popping 3 to 4 times.
3 to 4 times a week. That would be ideal.
Yo, my back hurts just hearing
But
that.
the way it typically works out for me, so I've gone months. Because when I get out of a relationship, I go months. I don't know. I'm not jumping into a new dick. No. I go months. Yes, I go months. I don't want to hear nothing, say nothing. Because I'm probably a bitch right now. And I'm going to cuss you out. And so let me calm down until I get back to me. So I can go months without it. But if I'm in a relationship, man, listen, I better not go longer than a week and a half or we're going to have a problem.
Yeah, that's
what is the issue?
That's about the time.
Because I need that. You're right in front of me looking good. I need that. What do you mean? I need that.
What are you looking at me for?
I'm just saying in general. Like if I had a man, like you can't be denying me. I felt sin. You're not going to deny me. I'm going to take it.
That's what I was going to say. It depends on the situation. Like obviously, like y'all don't have kids.
No.
You know what I mean? So even if you have kids, like I said, kids are not a reason because them little people go to sleep at some
at a certain time.
So kids are not a reason. That's like that's not a reason. That shit just doesn't
compute to you.
It doesn't compute. And I have 2. I have a 9-year-old and I have a 15-month-old.
Shit.
But they have a bedtime. My kids end up walking around eating lollipops at 11 o'clock at night. Like they have dinner, shower, and it's time for bed.
You got your own lollipop to get on. Give me some.
So at the end of the day, for me, it's like, but at the to be in all honesty and realness, my husband's a boss. So he works Monday through Saturday. He can be on call. He's at work from 5 o'clock in the morning to 7 o'clock sometimes at night. So I have to be understanding. You know what I'm saying?
And that was a question I asked because
I have to be understanding.
Like my wife, she works 40 hours a week, sometimes more. She's going to school. I work 40 hours a week, sometimes more. I do the podcast. I have a part-time job as a writer, so I get tired. So there are times, but there are also times when I'm like, all right, she wants it, so let me you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And every time I enjoy it every fucking time.
Yep.
But you know what I mean?
Yep.
See, so that's the thing. It always feels like a chore to begin with, but once you get it going, it's enjoyable for both parties. And that's the thing. Like, just get over the feeling of, oh, now we got to do this. Because once you do it, you're happy.
And it should never be a feeling of, oh, like it is. Like, if
sometimes
I'm tired.
It is, so if you're tired,
that's what
you'll be like, oh, here.
Right. Yes.
Here.
And then in our reality, that's what you got to do. Here. And then if you're tired, just let her take it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Let
her take it. It's not a problem.
You know what I do when I'm tired and I know she want it? I eat her.
Yeah. That works.
Problems off.
That works.
You know what I mean? Like
that doesn't make you more tired. Actually, no, you can sleep better after that, huh?
Huh?
You sleep better after that, huh?
Yeah.
Yep. That works.
Wipe my beard off and call it a day.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So, okay. Would you accept insecurities as a reason not to do it?
What type of insecurity? Because you think you got a small dick? No, because
damn, y'all just throwing shit at me.
No, we're just saying it in general because you think
I don't need y'all knowing what's going on here. I wore the black sweatpants for a reason. That's a great one.
You're stupid.
Listen,
you're stupid.
If it's an insecurity issue, I'm going to try to reinforce that it's not a problem for me. But eventually, you're just going to have to believe me and get over it.
Yeah.
Because, if you don't, then I'm going to have to move on because I need what I need when I need it.
And the insecurity has to be talked about.
Right.
I feel like, you can't be, all like the excuses for time after time after time. Like, once something comes up and it's going to be a problem that you know is going to have your mate feel a certain type of way, it should be open discussion. Yeah. Because anything that drags on, it becomes a bigger problem.
Well, I think that people should just be having... People also make them... This is one reason I could never have a one-night stand. Because I want to know before I do my thing. Mm-hmm. Like, I can't have these, like... I just can't jump into it. And then it's just like...
I'm a planner.
Yeah, like, oh, I don't do missionary. Oh, I don't do doggy. Oh, you know what I mean? It's just like, I need to know what the fuck's going on. Plus, I don't trust motherfuckers.
Yeah, hell no.
Like, you know what I mean?
That's the number one reason.
But you've been, like you said, you and your fiance have been together forever. So, like, you're probably like me. You've been out the game so long that you don't even know what the fuck's going on.
It's true, though. It's true. She has been out the game that long.
Yo, and, like,
a very long time.
Like, and people like, Toy, I feel for you.
But I'm around people though, so that's what keeps my conversation.
Don't
with my
feel for
boy.
me though.
Yeah, because she has a new love.
Oh, so you all booed up now?
Yeah, she's all booed up now, thanks to me.
Oh, you don't want to hook it up?
Woo!
She didn't hook it up. He was very aggressive.
What you like?
He had been pursuing me since February, but this one beside me, when I was talking shit about him, put the bug in my ear and was like,
because
listen,
I already knew him.
She knows me.
I know her, and I knew him, and just listen to her reasons. I'm like, whatever. Put that shit in a bag, seal it, and give him a chance.
So you know what? This wasn't on the docket, but so what was your deal, Toya? Like, what was it? What was it about it? Because I remember the last time I talked to you when you picked the cans up, like you were like giddy and shit. You were like
and
super happy. Like you like no, she was like, oh the guy, and I'm like, and she was like oh like ear to ear or like smiling and shit. Oh shit, she blushing at the Coco host is blushing.
I am not. Black people don't blush. Let's
Your
just get that out there.
Your cheeks are rosy as fuck right now.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Oh man, I just want to make fun of you.
Good. Okay, we're over it. Yeah. So, no, but single life and dating in general is not fun. It's the worst thing ever.
I think is it worse now than it was like 15
absolutely,
years, like 15 years ago?
Absolutely, absolutely. It's the worst thing ever.
You know what I told her before this got situated? If she wants to date, she cannot date anybody in Boston. Because we have a tendency, and I was talking to a male friend of mine, and this is what I'm saying. Like, I've been out the game for a while, but I have a lot of people
one in
around
Florida
me.
Either.
I have a lot of people around me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what is with that? It seems like everybody, like I know in Boston, like they move. It's either Atlanta. They either move to Atlanta or Florida.
Because it's something. It's either cheaper living or easier jobs. One or the other.
They're corny.
It's usually 3 reasons why people
corny.
relocate.
Dog, I'm moving to the West Coast.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
Yep.
But she was telling me I needed to not date anybody in Boston. Yep. Why?
Because when you're dating in your surroundings here in Boston, you ain't getting shit. A lot of these guys in here, a lot of the men in Boston are corny. A lot of them are on the down low. A lot of them,
really?
A lot of them on the down low. A lot of them are already in relationships, so they want a side chick. They don't want a relationship. And then a lot of black men don't. A lot of the black men in Boston don't want black women. They don't want a black woman who is secure about themselves, who has a job, who is like they don't want that. They scream it, but they don't want it because they're insecure about something with themselves.
So is it the independence and the toughness and the like?
It's not even just
like so. What? Like I don't get it. Like my wife's
because you're not intimidated by it, so you're not gonna get it.
I was gonna say you say your wife's Cape Verdean, right?
Yes.
So okay, what I see a lot, and this is no offense to you or your wife because I love people in general, but what I see a lot is a lot of black men dealing with Spanish women. And it's because of either the catering to, I don't know what it is. I can only go
you know Cape Verdean's on the coast of Africa, right?
No. That's what I said. Well, no. I'm very pro-black, right? I know what Cape Verdean people are. That's why I said no offense, just because people would look at it like
do you know
she's not black, but she is black.
It's funny because
so people. I'm not saying that, but
and
that's
we
why
talked about this how she's had that struggle,
right? So it's not that.
She's not because like her mom's white, but her dad's like. Shit, darker than you, I think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so it's funny when people are like, so growing up, it was like, she's not black enough for her black friends. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And she's not white. So like growing up, it's like weird you have this stuff. But I didn't know, to your point, because I tried to cut you off, but I didn't know it was that bad. Like, I didn't know that, like, because I know Boston's a very, so let me rephrase that. People assume that Boston is a very progressive and not racist city.
Lies.
What?
Boston's racist as hell. People who are not from Boston assume that?
Yes.
That's stupid.
And it's funny. People who pay attention, they understand that a lot of the liberal behavior comes from them acting like they're liberal. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like someone said to me, they was like, actually, I was talking. I won't say his person's name, but I was talking to somebody. We were discussing working in the downtown Boston area. And how like there's a lot of like sideways ass like secret ass racist shit that goes on.
Hell yeah.
Like the whenever someone starts the sentence, I'm not racist, but I'm not homophobic, but I'm not sexist, but and as soon as I hear that, I give them the Will Smith like go on.
Right.
Yep. Because I'm listening. Because what you're gonna say is really how you feel.
Yeah, but I didn't know it was. I didn't know it was so bad.
It's very bad. And so when to that, it's like, even though, see, we know we're Cape Verde, right? We know. But then you have some Cape Verdean people who don't acknowledge where they're from. You have some black people who don't acknowledge where they're from just because they're not chocolate like me. So that's where I think when it comes to people saying black people are dating outside their race and it's that another, even though just because she doesn't look like how we look, when we associate black with people, we're associating people from the South. You know, like them type of black girls, the girl like that, them type of black woman. You understand what I mean?
I hate that. Those type of black people. I hate that.
Well, yeah, but that's what people understand. Yep. So that's what I'm saying. So when we say black men don't date black women, but they date somebody who is from like a black island or that's associated, it's because you're not dating somebody who is black from the South. That black struggle. You understand what I'm saying? That's where that comes from.
It could be. Love is love, though. Like, some people necessarily just like... And it's funny because... Maria makes funny because every woman that I dated before her, they were all dark. I think I banged a few, but like every woman I dated they were all dark. She was the first person I ever settled down with that was actually light skinned. Yeah. And it was just like,
it just happened.
It just happened. It
worked. It worked.
But do you think there's anything wrong with that? Because I see let me say this. I don't know if I see both sides of the coin only because...
There's nothing wrong with your situation because it was love.
Oh, no, I'm not even talking about me.
Yeah.
I just mean, like, because you have people who have a preference. Mm-hmm. Some people like skinny men. Some people like short men. Some people like tall women. Some people like short women. Like, you know what I mean? It's like everyone has a preference. Do you think there's something wrong with... I think there's... Gilbert Arenas, I brought this up a few times on the podcast. His comments about there's no such thing as an attractive dark-skinned woman. Mm-hmm. I'm like, dog, you have 2 little girls. This is not something you should be saying. Yep. Now, I understand him having a preference saying, I'm just not attracted to dark-skinned women. Mm-hmm. But I also don't think that's something he should be saying on a platform that a lot of people can hear. Right. You know what I mean? Because some racist cuck is going to be looking at this like, excuse my language, well, if the nigger can say that, how come I can't say it? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? He's setting a precedence for people to say things like this. And I don't have a problem with some black dude who's just like, yo, I only date Spanish women, I only date light-skinned women, I only date dark-skinned women, I only date white men. I don't give a fuck what you do. But there's I look at it a certain way when you say something that takes us down, you know what I mean?
So for me, it's 3 things. It's all about how you present it. Okay, it's all about how you say it. Number 2, you never downgrade your own race.
I agree.
I feel like that is the most disrespectful thing you could ever do. I feel like that's coming out your mother's gut and fucking slapping her in the face. That's just rude. That's rude as hell. And I don't appreciate anybody who downgrades their own race. That's just rude. But what I feel about it is love is love. And if you have a preference, there's a difference between a preference and a bias. If your preference is you get turned on moist and hard for a certain type, then that's different. Go for that. But if you're choosing to not date someone because you feel like, oh, they must be loud. Oh, they must be ghetto. Oh, she's Spanish. She has to have an attitude. She might cut me. Mm-hmm. Oh, she's this. Or, oh, he's Mexican. He might steal my rims. It's like, no. See, this is why when you are talking like that, because when somebody says, oh, I only date this certain race, I don't judge. I say, okay, why? You know, what is it about that race or that type
on your opinion.
That, you know, because I need to know, are you doing this for preference reasons? Mm-hmm. Or are you doing this because you have an underlying bias? So if it's a bias reason, then go fuck off. But if you just have a preference, then yeah, I'm with it.
Yeah. Like, people gave John Mayer shit because he was just like, oh, I'm just not attracted to black women. Like,
he's just not. They don't make him hard.
That's
exactly. I was like, I don't see anything wrong with it.
So it's like when I've heard why, you know, when men go for the Spanish culture, it's because of they cook and they cater. I know a lot of black women that.
I was just saying the same thing. I know a lot of black women. My grandmother is
right, but so for me, I know that that's bullshit. I know that there's something else.
That's a
about,
bias.
It's something else. It's a bias, and there's something else about the Spanish culture and the black culture that you're really not saying, which I feel is
He
the
hates his
strength and the
mom
strongness
or
of a black
something.
woman, and of either exactly what you've been seeing, opposed to somebody who's fucking running behind you with a. Papi, what you want? What you need, papi?
Yeah.
You know what's
You
funny
know,
about that?
that's
I know black women who do that.
Do
I know
that
black
too,
women who,
exactly.
you know, like from behind, like, oh, let me rub your feet while you eat a steak. You know what I mean? Like, so cut the bullshit.
But that's the
Exactly.
women that I think are scared to lose their man. I feel like them
You
are the
can't
women.
go too far where you lose
But
yourself.
but I feel like them are the
Yes.
women sometimes that they are just so to like, I have a man and I don't want to lose a man. Some women need to have a man to complete them.
Yeah.
For them to feel complete, or
Yeah.
for them to have some type of statue or significance. So when they do have a man, the nigga can be shit.
Mm-hmm.
He don't got to be doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And they still they will clean all day, not clean all day, they'll work all day, come home and clean and cook, and the man been on the couch all day and
Dog.
playing video games or selling drugs all damn day, and then the female is sitting there catering to. There's nothing wrong with catering to your man. Nothing. But if he
But
was
There are limits.
hell yeah.
Yo, bust this. My wife said this to me yesterday, and actually I didn't really even understand it until we had this conversation. Because she was saying that we've come a long way. Like, we've been together 11 years?
Yeah. We both
11 years. We've been together 11 years, been married,
Same running.
been together for 11 years, married for 3. And she was saying, she said this to me yesterday, she goes, we've come a long way from, like, dragging each other through hell. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're now in a great place. Like, she's in school, she's doing her thing. I cook more than she does. I clean more than she does. But she's busting her ass.
Yep.
What the fuck do I look like having to do that? Now, on the flip side of that, last Saturday, she got up at about 7, 8 o'clock, put a turkey in the oven, spent, 10 hours cooking. Like, you know what I mean? Knowing damn well she didn't want to, but she knew it was going to make me happy. So there was a give and take to that. And so, yeah, I took advantage of it. I played some video games. But when she was like, hey, I need your help, pause the game, drop the controller,
Right there.
ran right over there and helped her.
Right
So
there.
I don't think people get and that's another thing we talked about earlier. I don't think people get the concept of the give and take that comes with
A relationship.
They don't.
So
They don't.
So if someone's working, like, and again, my wife's gonna be in school for another like year and a half, so I'm gonna have to deal with this for a year and a half. She's probably gonna be working overnight.
But
So
that's the understanding, and you know that, and that's what you're willing to do. I just finished school. I was in school for a whole year.
No. Let's congratulate you on that, because I don't think.
Woo!
Good for you.
Thank
Congratulations
you.
for you for finishing school, because a lot of people don't
I
prop
definitely
things
just
up
finished,
like
and
that.
I'm about to go back starting in springtime. But
Good
I
for
went
you.
to school. My baby was 2 months old. I went to school full time. It was a struggle, but at the end of the day, I know when I came home, if I came home after a certain time, things was taken care of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whereas, but then there were times I'm not gonna bullshit and act like things is peaches and cream. There'll be time where I have to look at him like, yo, do you realize? Because he's my best friend, and me and him are very much like.
You can say what you want because you know there's no.
Yeah, like
animosity.
that's my
There's
best friend. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So it's like I can talk to him. Like if you look at our thread and our text messaging, somebody will look at our shit and be like, "Yo, they are dysfunctional as shit."
Yo,
Straight up.
Tell me.
Toya would tell you,
Yo,
like straight up.
You saw the post I posted on. So this woman was like 45 to 55 years old, and she was trying to throw the pussy at me, and like she looked like she had money, and I posted on Facebook. I was just like, "Yo, this 45, 55-year-old woman just hit on me." And I was gonna tag my wife. I'm like, nah, I want her to see it. So I didn't tag her in. I was just like, yo, but she had money, and my wife was like,
You should have got that.
yeah,
yeah.
and everyone,
All day.
and then like everyone.
Look, we just came back from Vegas, so we just like, listen, we just we have
just
fun.
like people talk about Vegas like it's a great place to be single. Being
Nah,
in
Vegas
Vegas with your
is a great place for a
significant
couple.
other
Hell
is
yeah.
fucking fun.
It's hilarious.
You may get
It's
annoyed with each
hilarious.
other. You get drunk and it may annoy each other, but like the times that you have together that are fun,
Yep.
dog.
It's hilarious. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, you have to have the understanding. People are at the point where we're at in our relationship and they still don't get it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like when I say I'm doing this and they don't see that, but I'm pointing to me and you, they be 11, 12 years, people be together 30 years, and then, you know, it's like, what the fuck? They never got it.
But
Like, they never got it.
People also don't grow.
Exactly.
People have this thing where it's just like you're gonna grow as a person like year by year, day by day. I'm not the same person I was 3 weeks ago.
We was just talking about this.
Yep.
Me and her was just talking about this. That's so true. That's so true.
And like it's funny because Toya, when me and Toya first met, it was cool, whatever. Then like I think 6 months ago, actually no, a year ago, I was trying to get her on the show. She was like, I hate her. She was like, I hate my voice. And so I started doing little things like, hey, listen to this. Let me know how you think about this. And so as time went on, our friendship grew. Like, you know what I mean?
He wrote me in. That's what he
I
did.
did. But you know what I mean? It was like she's a good chick.
Yeah.
Can I call you a chick? Is that cool?
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't want to be beside. I don't want to.
Yeah, that's fine.
You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah, that's fine.
So like our friendship grew. Like, and this is funny because this is the side of Toya that I'm not used to seeing.
Yeah.
Her not making these jokes and stuff like that, and her being honest.
Yeah.
And like straightforward like this. So again, our relationship's growing more, our friendship's growing more. Like, you know what I mean? That's just how things go.
That's what relationships are about.
Yeah, but people are cucks.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't really give a fuck about this Kevin Hart shit, to be honest with you.
Agreed.
I don't give a fuck. Google it. I don't really care. Do you guys know who Dwight Howard is?
Yes.
The basketball player? What happened?
55 minutes in.
Damn it, Wade.
I know you're gonna edit it. I could just.
It's alright. So I took a break so D could check the exactly what's going on with Dwight Howard. So the part that got me was, and I don't know how true it is, apparently he went raw during an orgy.
I believe it.
Dog, you don't go raw during an orgy.
I feel like that should be a known fact.
I don't know. Per listening to Joe Budden, like he goes raw in the orgy. I'm like, dog, you can't go raw in an orgy.
Wait, who went raw? Joe Budden or Dwight Howard?
Dwight Howard went raw during an orgy. I'm like, yo, dog, you can't go raw during an orgy.
No.
And it's not even. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I don't give a fuck. He's not even a pretty man.
No.
The hair's good.
That's about it, and it's not even.
It's not even a pretty man. Like Jason Momoa, that's a pretty man.
Jason Momoa?
Dude who played Aquaman.
I could see him liking her.
Yeah, I can see.
Only because
She looks regular.
Right. Because if you look at Dwight's Royce, yes, Royce or Reese or Royce or whatever. I think her name is Royce. Whatever. She looks like a real
Royce Reese.
Mattapan type of chick. You know what I mean? A real. Not Dorchester, because I feel like Dorchester's a little more upscale, but I feel like a Mattapan chick. But no, she dresses up nice, and she could glam up nice.
So you don't listen to the
But she seems like a real regular smegular, so I can see why he likes her.
You don't listen to the show, but we call it Dudley Station Hot.
Yes.
Dudley Station Hot?
Yes.
Dudley Station Hot.
Which is not hot. It's you.
No, Dudley Station Hot can be hot, but like she's just like regular.
No, Dudley Station can't be hot. So what did he do?
Apparently he went raw during an orgy.
You don't need to know about Jason Momoa. We're talking
Listen.
about Dwight and his name.
He
So
can't do that.
he decides that he likes to go raw during orgies, and he likes to deny the fact that he likes.
Now here's the thing. This is all alleged. You know what I mean?
It's not alleged because it's come out multiple times. So when something surfaces multiple times, then something in there is real.
Right.
Something in there is
fact.
true.
Something's
Because there's
fact.
different people that are saying this too.
That's Jason Momoa.
Oh no, I got his picture, but
She pulled him up. She sweated.
He's a pretty man, and I'm secure enough in my manhood to say he's a pretty man. That's not an
But he's not as hot as what is it, Cavill or
who? Henry Cavill?
Superman? Yes. No, Superman to me is hotter than him. I'm sorry, you can't tell me nothing.
Pull it
He's
up
so
so I can see.
clean.
But Dwight Howard though. So is he denying it?
Of course he is.
I don't know if he said. I don't even know if he said anything about it. To be honest with you. But like he's also like the reason I'm not shocked by this is that he's super religious. Yeah, Jason Momoa over Henry Cavill.
Yeah, definitely. He is super religious, but them are usually the ones that be hiding out.
Yeah.
Which is a damn shame. And I'm gonna say two things.
It's all the restriction through religion that these people are acting out.
Yep.
Y'all ever seen Sausage Party or Sausage Fest?
I feel like I have.
It's the food movie.
I feel
Yes,
like I have.
Sausage Party.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I started watching it, and my 9-year-old was in the room with me when I started watching it.
It's not for kids.
As soon as the first inappropriate thing happened, I was like, "Yeah, never mind," and turned it off.
The end of the movie is what happens when you take people who've had religion their whole life and then take it away. That's the end of the movie. If they haven't seen the movie, you get it. So But nah, so and the sad part about it was there's two things about it. Allegedly, like his camp is coming at her saying, like, threatening her. The Wizards are apparently coming out and threatening her, and so she was like, "Fuck it, fuck you." The sad part about it is, if he was gay, it's like it wasn't her right to call him out. You know what I mean? But if she's feeling threatened by it,
right? Because she said that he even had his pastor calling her.
Yes.
With block numbers and threatening her. So it's like, no, I am going to expose you because at the end of the day, if something does happen
threatening her in the first place?
Because I don't know if she opened her mouth to someone he found out about it, but either way,
I think that they're both wrong in the situation.
Yes.
For one, you know what I mean? It's no one-sided. They're both wrong in the situation. If you're going to be on the down low, then you can't be on the down low. If you don't want your shit to get out there, then you gotta be a little bit more cleaner with your shit.
Well, not going raw in orgies.
Well, yeah,
you gotta be a little bit more cleaner with your shit. You can't. Down low is down low. Down low don't mean
trusted
doing
people.
that shit for 20 and 25 years, because over 20, 25 years you done accumulated at least 10, 5
It's
people.
not on the low now.
It's not on the low no more. To
Well,
you, it's
also
you're hiding and you're not being honest
Well,
with
there's
yourself.
also a thing with, you have people who, we have people who just aren't.
You need to get the connected one. You seen the
Oh, we have a
one?
connector. It's odd.
No, all of them connect like Legos. It's
Yeah, this
really
one
cute. connects
connects too. We just haven't connected the two.
Oh, well, hurry up.
We moved this in when I had my back surgery.
That's why.
So the problem is, it's like, I don't think he's in a, well, the NBA is a little different than like a lot of sports. I think there would be some shit talking, like, obviously, but I think his teammates would be a lot more accepting.
Then
But
don't do it.
I think he should have the freedom to be able to just do it without anyone talking shit. But I think the problem is, if he feels insecure with that, it's not him, it's the people he's hanging around with.
That's what I'm saying. So if he
needs to check his circle.
you're doing something that you're insecure about, then you have to get help with that first. And
Yes.
you can't be. You know, you don't want people to know that you're smoking crack, but I'm smoking crack every Friday,
Right?
And then when Timmy comes over your house and then he see a piece of knot on the table and then he tell your sister about it, you gonna get mad at Timmy? No,
right?
You're not smoking. So at the end of the day, I don't care how on the low he is, if that's fine, but you can't be out here doing stuff recklessly. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. See, that's the key word here. It's reckless. So, and the other part about it is she said that she wanted more. She wanted a relationship. And again, this is all alleged, so fucking at me. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Mark A.W. Lynch, Twitter. So people will say like, "Well, he had the right to do." I'm like, yeah, he had the right to do that. But there's two parts about it. If you even think that your people are attacking someone that you've been having sex with or like that, check them. Dog.
Yep.
Shut the fuck up. Because now you're fucking his money up.
And now it's blown up. Had you stopped your team and got it all under wraps and controlled it, it wouldn't even be out.
Oh,
like,
and the jokes? He's having surgery on his butt?
Oh, my God.
Yo.
Who do I know it is?
Yeah. I'm just mad I drafted him. I have him in my own fantasy league.
Is this for real? I ain't heard nothing about this.
He's having surgery on his butt.
What kind of stuff?
He's having some nerve damage.
Oh shit!
Yeah, from being fucked.
Yeah, about to say for
No, it's allegedly being fucked in the butt.
There you go.
So it's just it is what it is, man. I just feel bad that like he doesn't have a group of people who would just be like cool with it. Like if I wasn't married and I was out here fucking dudes and I told my friends, they'd be like,
I think they are cool with it. I think that he has not been cool with it all his life.
He doesn't want to.
I feel like it depends on
how.
If I came to Toya right now and told Toya like, yo, this is what it is, I think I might,
I'd be like, you better get out of here with
that.
that.
But see, it's how I present it. I can't come to her and be all nervous and scared, because then that's I have to have the comfortability about it. Well, so obviously he's not comfortable because if his camp around him.
See, I disagree with that because I think that it's become a point where like coming out is actually a big deal. So for some people, it is nervous. Like it's not. I've had random stupid conversations with my friends that have been like that I've had to open up to them about. Like, you know what I mean? I've been in situations that I wish I could take back, but my friends were there for me, so I was a little bit nervous when talking to them like that. So I understand someone kind of like, fuck, how my friends are going to react. But I think with this situation, you find out who your friends really are. Like, you know what I mean? So if your friends are like, yo, get out of here with that gay shit, it's like, you weren't my friend to begin with. Like, you know what I mean? If someone's like, yo, I'm nervous, you try to comfort your friend when they're nervous about talking about stuff like that. When, like, if Tony was to come out to you, like, you know what I mean? You're not going to make her feel uncomfortable. Probably give her a hug. Like, cool. Thank you for telling me. What can I do?
She wouldn't. She would talk trash.
And he's probably been bashing shit all his life too.
Which is also a problem.
That's what I'm saying.
With his friends,
how he's been presenting it. So how are you gonna come and turn around and say that you are something that you've been putting dragged down? That's what I'm saying. It's not like he's been like chill and he's supporting people and he has, people with friends or whatever. He's been one of them people talking shit too, and now he's on the block.
And unfortunately, because like he's just been like that. Phrasing. But no, it's an unfortunate situation on both ends. Because who knows and I hope nothing happens to this young lady, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because people are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like someone will say some shit or do some shit and like I'm pretty sure she's gotten all sorts of like DMs or like, fuck you, you F word and da 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 da.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get these jokes out about Dwight Howard. That's just gonna happen. But like it's unfortunate. Like he probably, if he was smart, he's deactivated all his fucking social media for the time being, let this shit cool out.
Yeah.
But
he who would talk about the girl or him or Dwight?
Both actually, because Lord knows.
Right, what she's dealing with.
I don't know, man.
I don't know either.
I am glad I am out there.
Just be true to yourself. That's what it boils down to.
Yeah.
If that's what you like, that's what you like. Period.
And you have to take whatever comes because that's life. Ain't nothing always gonna be peaches and cream.
Right.
Some shit's gonna be sour, and it's how you receive and how you deal with it.
Yeah.
Everybody's not gonna always like the decisions that you make.
No, that's actually funny. It's something I've actually been coming to terms with, like with my mental health and shit like that. Like I'm trying to come like through therapy, like dealing with the fact that like there are some things that I've done that I just need to get over.
Yeah.
It's done. It's happened. Deal with it. And it's shit that I'm gonna do tomorrow, today. Like I'm probably gonna go back and listen to this podcast and go, fuck, I should have did this better. Fuck, I should have did that better.
You gotta let it go.
Yeah. In order to survive, you gotta learn to live with regrets. Alright, we went over an hour. This has been what happens when you're having a good conversation.
Whoop.
This has been the Old Man Wade Show. I want to thank I want to thank the co-host, Big Lips with the Alien Eyes. I want to thank Denisha.
Dang, you say it so proper. Usually it means,
Denisha?
I hear that, I think my parents, I think trouble.
I would like
Can
to
we
thank,
say D?
I would like to thank Denisha.
Queen D?
Queen D.
We can do that.
We ain't doing that. Not gonna be.
You
I'll
have to
be
make
back.
up a day for her. You'll figure it out.
I'll be back.
I don't know if she's gonna be back.
Harvey, where you at, son?
Just because he said he don't know I'm gonna be back, that means I'm gonna be back.
Damn it, Denisha.
Damn it, Wade.